Hello there folks, my name is Great Mighty Poe, and welcome to part 57 of Elden Ring Reforged Master Mode. Let's get back into it. Gonna head over this way and kill the last couple of lobsters. Well, last couple for a little bit. There's still 3, 4 more lobsters I can think of that we'll have to take out. This will be the last two, hopefully, for a little bit. Let me go into my crafting before I aggro that one. I'm out of essential. Okay. Let's do like 50 mushrooms then. There we go, cool. This one's got red eyes. I think he skipped the sleep animation. Which is annoying. That's probably my fault for attacking so soon. Yep. Okay. Lovely. Good start. The red eyes indicates that he's got a parasite. Like there's like a real thing where there's like a specific parasite that really affects lobsters or crayfish or whatever. And yeah, if they have red eyes, they have that parasite. And you can, when you do the riposte, you can see it, and it's kind of creepy and weird, and yeah. Why am I going to that? I need to go to that. Okay. You can see there's one behind him that just woke up, but I'm hoping this dude would notice me and move forward, but he seems pretty blind, for being honest. This should get me a riposte. There we go. Oh, the other one is aggro. You can see the parasite doing its squiggling. Cool. So he just killed the other one, and I have 3 pots left exactly for him. And I've got dragonflies going silly, trying to kill me. Okay, he's definitely going to sleep animation, so we can wail on him. Actually, I know ERR has touched lobsters, because I remember a bug I had to report about these guys. The red-eyed ones had less health than the normal ones for some reason. I don't mean like a small amount, like a significant amount, like it was very clearly noticeable. So that was, adjusted. I made things harder for myself. Thanks, past me. You're an absolute fucking dick. I hate your guts. Get the fuck out of bed, you lazy bum. Man, these dragonflies. Hang on, I need to go back. We need to deal with this. One of them nearly fucking killed me there. It was very close. I was scared. The only games I'm allowed to die to bugs to in the Hollow Knight games, and it's expected to die to bugs a lot in those games. Oh, there we go. There is something up here. It is 4 rainbow stones. Like, that's one of the big problems with Elden Ring, and I keep bringing it up a lot. Is like you'll have difficult enemies like those crayfish. First of all, in vanilla, they don't give many runes. So all you're killing them for is the chance they'll drop crafting materials, so strips of white flesh, which you can get from other sources a lot easier. Like crabs, for example, baby crabs. And then when you get up past those two, you get 4 rainbow stones, which is just an item you can get from demi-humans, or you can craft it yourself. And it's kind of like, what's the point of killing those enemies? They're not going to give me anything worthwhile. They're not guarding anything worthwhile. what's the point? That's why, like, what I kind of like about ERR is it does make a lot more enemies worth fighting just by increasing the amount of rooms they give. Like, you've noticed that I've been getting a good chunk of change from these crayfishers. So, yeah. Oh my god, it's normal enemies that aren't at risk of just annihilating me in 2 hits. Well, they probably can still annihilate me in, you know, a couple of hits, but hey, fault that counts. We got the chainmail one up here. He doesn't really have any more health than the other ones. He's not really any more defensive either. 4 golden sunflowers, which I'd argue is better than 4 rainbow stones, personally. Yes, I've got weird priorities, I know. And then we've got this ruin here, which does have a site of grace that a lot of people probably don't know about. Because why would you ever come here? I think like, oh, actually no, there is the point of interest nearby of the church. But there's also Smaragd and, oh, that's Smaragd up there, and then these ruins here. And the site of grace like right here. So, yeah. Do I want to go fight more lobsters around this gazebo, or do I want to leave that? You know, I think I'm gonna leave that. I think I'm lobstered out for now. Let's go back up to the lake-facing cliffs, and let's go down to the road and get some other stuff done. I'm all crayfished out. I don't want to fight anymore right now, and one of them will be particularly difficult because it'll be a crayfish that turns into a crafted scion. So yeah, I'd rather go to something else right now. Okay. Oh, there we go. Really? I picked the wrong spot slightly, so you have to take a chunk of my health? That's bullshit. And there we go. We should have some, yeah, some Raylucarian enemies, which is, yeah, new, so mark. I can't see anything, but I got the Raylucarian foot soldier. There we go. Oof. Oh, I guess you... Wait, you're not a wandering noble though, you're a banner nobleman, so you're different entirely. Interesting that I got that. Cool. So we've got a couple of new entries, which is good. Are we... I haven't actually checked it, but are we at 20% yet? No, still 18%, still need to get that up, but we're starting to get some new enemies in this area, which is good. This troll always gives me trouble. In terms of stompy trolls, this is the stompiest of stompy trolls. He loves his stomps. I don't know how to describe it, other than he will probably stomp me to death. Although he's been nice today. Nice. Hey, I hit him in the face as he's getting up, so that slightly stunned him. I'm gonna heal because I'm paranoid as shit. But you can see he's gonna block his face now. Fun little detail. There we go. No trouble with him this time, which is surprising, I will say. You know, he gives me a world of hurt. Other than a world of anything decent. Right, let's grab this item. This will be the tree spear. So unlike vanilla, tree spear can be infused now. If I can find it. So yeah, it can be infused now. It has a B in Dex, so it is a dexterity weapon. It does start with Sacred Order still though, which is really good. So yeah, it's a really, really good weapon. Obviously it is a great spear as well, so it got that going for it as well. I do like me the tree spear because of its R2s. Its R2s are very, very fun with their double hits. Silver Firefly there. I don't know why there's just the one, but hey, Christian Great Miyazaki, and then a rune piece there as well. Man, that troll did some damage to the Raylucarians. But that would have been a Raylucarian carriage heading across the... trying to head across the bridge. Where were they going? And why were they going there? And why do they have a tree spear? So many questions, and I have no answers. I just have questions. Please, thank you. I don't wanna lose that rune because I need money. Actually, looking at my inventory before, I remembered that I need to do some inventory cleanup, so we might look at doing that. Selling a bunch of our duplicate stuff, because we've got a lot of duplicates, because we've got a lot of item find just because we've been doing the codex. Man, I'd hate to live in the lands between, like, just trying to sleep and that's in the sky 24/7, like... God, I wonder why everything went to shit. Everyone must be so sleep deprived. That or the blackout curtain business is booming in the lands between, like it has to be. Oh. I got it! I just tried to do a jumping L1, forgetting that R1 is my attacks with this weapon. Oh, another fun little area coming up. Lots of little areas like this that a lot of people just don't really know about, because everyone just goes to the bosses. This area up here is actually quite difficult because of the sheer number of marionettes. It's actually pretty interesting. I think, yeah, that's... I guess one of Elden Ring's issues is that it doesn't really do a good job of making you slow down. Once you know where everything is, you just go get it, and there's nothing stopping you. Like, I could go get, you know, much higher level flasks right now and all that stuff, but I have to actively force myself to play in this slower way, because otherwise, you know, I would just know where everything is, and what's the point then? There should be a dog in the bushes here that I have to keep an eye out for. Bloody dogs, man! Pop goes the balloon. Awesome. Yeah, definitely when we get back to Roundtable Hold, we'll do some salvage of some stuff, and also salvage of some runes. Yeah, their spastic move isn't all that threatening. They're all threatening when they're shooting you straight up like that, because they actually hit you. that spastic move actually hit you, then it would be worse, but yeah. They don't hit you with it most of the time, so it's not that big of an issue. I don't know why they've got bleed arrows, though. Like, I get it's because the other marionette weapons are bleed, so they're just like, okay, they've got a bleed bow. But how does that translate to the arrows? We don't get bleed bows that translate to the arrows. That doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah, so gotta be a bit careful, because if I'm walking in a straight line towards the archer, I'm gonna get shredded. You know, let's be a bit smart about this. Taking on those two might be the sensible play, but we need to neutralize this archer as quickly as possible. That bleed got very close. Okay, that bleed got way too close. I should have healed. Marionettes! My favorite. I think the other thing I could do is get some cover. Just get in behind cover and use that to take them out. That's sort of why I keep low across these ruins here, is to avoid the ones up top. While I go for the doggo again. Awesome. I think the only thing that could potentially kill you when they do that spastic move is if they get a lucky headshot. Because, yeah, that'll stun you and then you'll get probably pin-cushioned by a bunch of other random shots. Give me those. So, yeah, I'm going to take my own advice. I'm going to pull an anti-recon and zigzag my ass back here. A cuckoo glintstone, awesome. Let's get this one. Obviously, if I'm walking sideways like this, that archer isn't really going to be able to hit me. He's not really caring too much anyway, so easy does it. Lovely. Now we've got the next group. So we have, there is a spearman, and I think 2 bowmen, plus in the bushes behind them. It's kind of hard to see, but there are a couple of dogs back there as well, so we need to watch out for all of that. So I think the ideal way to deal with this is to deal with these archers from range. I think the spearman has realised that what's happening, so he's a bit interested. Let's just get that jump attack in to finish off the first archer, and let's get the spearman all on his lonesome. Okay, he's gonna go spastic, get away from that immediately. They have a lot of range when they go spastic, so definitely best to avoid that. Cool, they're going spastic mode. Let's get it in ourselves. Lovely. And here come the 2 doggos. why it's not wise to rush into that situation under any circumstances, even if you're confident with the marionettes, because the doggos will rip you to shreds. They are the real threat there. Now you get a little bit of easier time just against some foot soldiers. Are some dogs here, but obviously foot soldiers aren't that threatening, so... just take out that. And there we go, there's a bunch of foot soldiers dead. There's another one here that didn't aggro. He's very slack at his job, this one. Need to look into their hiring practices, these crews. They're not hiring very good staff. Another miscellaneous item, 3 Stormhawk feathers. No. Potentially useful, but... not well, I guess compared to some other stuff it is good because it is something that, you know, is a bit harder to obtain. Like it is an item that you just can't normally find out in the world. You have to actively farm for it. So it is actually, I think, a pretty decent item compared to some other stuff. Make sure we get those balloons for those sweet, sweet runes. Obviously, since it takes 16,000 to level at this point, every 2,000 is 1/8 of a level, so yeah, pretty huge. And we can go up here. I don't think there's anything up on top of this one, though, if I remember correctly. It is just ruined fragments on the way up, and that's about it. God damn. Earth Tree and Moon together. I thought I saw a rune piece flash into existence for a second. God, I'm having visual hallucinations again. It's fantastic. Seeing rune pieces everywhere when I sleep, when I wake, when I sleepwalk. I don't know. I don't sleepwalk anymore. I used to sleepwalk when I was younger. It was always quite frustrating on school camps because I would want to sleep on top bunks. My parents would would tell teachers, don't let him sleep on top bunks because he does sleepwalk. And he will just fall out of bed and probably hurt himself. I'm fairly sure some of my most famous sleepwalking moments are sleepwalking to my parents and telling them I can't sleep. Okay. Another grace. We'll grab this one. We're not done in this immediate area though. There are these ruins down here, but that's not quite where we're heading. Sort of heading off to the side here. There's a pack of enemies down there, but we're not concerned with those ones at the moment. There's some other ones that are patrolling over this way. It's another group of marionettes, another 4 of them that we want to go take down. And obviously, more ruined fragments. So we can see them over there. I think, no, it's actually 5. I was wrong. Sorry, I lied. It wasn't 4, it was 5. Sorry, I lied. There's only 1 archer though, so it's not as bad as it could be. I say as I can instantly bleed and die. Yeah. I like how they looked around confused. It's like, what the hell happened to the person who was shooting at us? They just vanished into a fine red mist. There was nothing left of them. The reason why I make my characters' hair red is because, we get bled so damn much, it helps, keeping it clean. We don't need to worry about keeping it as clean, because it's always going to be stained red. Did I actively... No, I didn't pick out the archer. Oh! Headshot! Ah! Get behind the rock. It's our cover. Oh god, he's going spastic mode 2.0. Marionette soldier. Let's go. Why did you go spastic? What did I do to you? Jesus. Gotta admit, these would be really effective soldiers. Like, a soldier with 4 arms would be difficult for, you know, the average soldier to deal with. Although, I'd be giving the spare ones a shield. Then again, I guess they're meant to be disposable, so they don't really need to worry about defense. They're just worried about sheer numbers with these, marionettes. Well, we got blended. Awesome. Yeah, just put us above these ruins and... oh, more skulls. Okay, let's go back to Roundtable Hold, because I got some stuff we need to do there. Let's see. Yeah, we're still at only 5 threes, so not much we can do there, unfortunately. Okay. Let's first... well, I guess let's just go to the Finger Maiden, and let's just start selling some stuff. Because, yeah, we've picked up a few runes, so let's get rid of these. And yeah, we can start looking at what we want to sell here. So I want to keep at least 2 of everything. So I've got an extra short sword, so I can get rid of that. An extra weathered sword, get rid of that. I have a ton of falchions from all the demi-humans, so we'll start selling off those. Obviously they don't sell for very much, but it is just clearing out my inventory, which will help. We've got an extra 2 iron cleavers, let's get rid of those. A few extra clubs. One of those is the one we started with, I think. An extra Lord Swan spear, let's get rid of that. Don't think there's anything there we need to sell. Don't think we need to sell any bolts. Shields, though. I don't think we're going to be power stancing any shields, so let's get rid of all but 1 for those. We got an extra Sun Realm shield as well, so we can get rid of that. Awesome. Armor. Get rid of these extra imp heads. Extra exile hood, an extra 2 Godric Knight helms. Some foot soldier caps. Okay, yeah, there's common as simple, so I have to be careful, because there's common as simple, yeah. Aristocrat and Aristocrat altered, so that's different. I got an extra pair of Kaiden. I have a few extra pairs of Exile. Here we go. I got tons of Exile pants. And an extra pair of foot soldier greaves. Talismans. I don't have any upgrade talismans yet. Nope. Nothing there to sell then. And I don't think I need to sell any of my consumable items. I think I'll keep all of them. Awesome. 53,000. That's pretty good. That's pretty good indeed. I didn't want to talk to you. I am so sorry. And put a point into endurance as well. So that, plus the 5 we currently have, is 30 vigor. So I want to get 30 endurance now. That's kind of where I sort of aim for Liurnia, is 30-30. I don't have any cats, if you're wondering. Oh, now I have a cat. I thought one of my parents had come for a,
Oh, your divinity have mercy and grant me forgiveness.
had come to give cats treats, but nope, they just gave me a cat. I've got a Jonah.
Fell. I didn't. I'll be doing much. Just lay out. Those were they may be prisoner to my bread.
Yeah, hello, Jonah. Very, very glad to see you, mate. Yeah, I was gonna look at maybe doing some more fashion, because we've been wearing this outfit for a while. We don't really have too much, but we can always play around. I always like bandit garb. Bandit garb is always pretty nice. What about the Volkmischer gauntlets? Because it's just gloves. Yeah, they actually look pretty good. Like a pair of gloves to go with our swords. That looks pretty good. And I always like the foot soldier for the legs, but do we have anything else that would work? I don't like to do, you know, multiple of the same. I like to do different ones. I think Sage has like weird sandals, doesn't it? Oh, I mean, it's not the worst actually. I think because of the dyes, I think it's working a lot better than it used to. Sage is not something I'd normally wear, but that actually looks half decent. With the, because of the browns I've got going on. I actually quite like that. Yeah, there we go. I got the Brave Circle. I like the Brave Circle because it adds a little bit of detail to your head. It's, I think it's better than the Commoner's Band. I quite like it. So, there we go, some new fashion. I just wanted to get some new fashion done because we haven't really done too much fashion so far. And it kind of fits the sellswordy kind of build we've got going on really well. So, yeah. And I'm going to head off this way real quick and we're going to check our desks because we haven't checked them in a couple of episodes. And I'm always curious to check. We're at 400 last time I checked, so let's see where we're at. They should put the mirror out here as well to change your garments because, like, the lighting out here is so much better than in Round Table Hold. That'd be really, really nice. 445. Man, if I came back a little bit earlier, I would have been at 444. And I didn't see anything over here. So I think probably still, yeah, 18% still. Okay. Let's go back to where we were. Lovely. So I think with that little bit of a fashion change and the selling of all of our loose equipment and loose runes, I think we have reached a good end point for today's episode. So I'll say once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, guys. Have a good one.